When I stand in my studio at home, I'm hoping to capture moments that resonate with all football fans. There's certain moments that can break down barriers between fans and loyalties that can be appreciated by anyone who's a fan of football. Liverpool's Trent Alexander-Arnold corner taking quickly moment in 2019 was one of those moments. A moment that I have recreated many times before. But to understand what's driven me to recreate that moment in the form of a painting, we need to understand why moments like that make the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, even if you're not a Liverpool fan. We're going to take it back to exactly a year before this game, a day to forget for Liverpool fans in Kiev. A disastrous Champions League final where Liverpool more or less gifted the Champions League to Real Madrid. But instead of fading away for the next 5 years like Liverpool usually do, after that type of event, Liverpool's thirst for glory only strengthened. Liverpool's issues were glaringly obvious. We signed Alisson Becker that summer, and then we signed Virgil van Dijk in January in a season where Liverpool put together the only legitimate title challenge against Man City in recent years. To put things in perspective, Liverpool needed nearly a perfect season, and they did almost that. This was the best Liverpool team that many of us had ever seen and probably ever would see. Team after team were overwhelmed by Klopp's Liverpool in that season, and next up was a Champions League semi-final at the Nou Camp. The league title and the Champions League title were in touching distance after 30 years of missed opportunities. 90 minutes later, Liverpool were 3-0 down after a messy masterclass. The following week, with Anfield beckoning, Man City won their game in hand against Leicester with a goal from Vincent Kompany, which sent a dagger through every Liverpool fan's heart and pretty much clinched the title for Manchester City. City now only needed to win their last home game in order to win the Premier League title. A depleted Liverpool team, now 3-0 down to Barcelona and about to lose the Premier League title by a single point. Messi and Suarez and Coutinho and the rest of that star-studded team only needed to score one goal at Anfield and the tie was over. But how could a team this good win nothing again? From Torres and Gerrard in 2009 all the way up to Suarez crying on the pitch at Crystal Palace in 2014, Liverpool would be the nearly men once again, as they are ever so often. The thought was genuinely in the air that if this Liverpool team and this manager don't win anything this season, it could potentially be decades, if not generations, before we win anything significant again. So the odds were stacked. When the game kicked off, we had no Mo Salah, we had no Bobby Firmino, two goal scorers that were in unbelievable form. A Champions League final lost that 12 months ago is still burning in the heart of every single Red. 3-0 down, not to just any team, but to Messi's Barcelona. About to lose the league title by a single point after a nearly perfect season. As far as we were concerned, the season was over. The only hope that we had was that sweet silver song of the lark. 50,000 Liverpool fans once again turned Anfield into a cauldron where the greatest teams have withered under the pressure of the atmosphere. And so it began. After just 6 minutes, Divock Origi scored what Barcelona did not need, which is an early goal. That's all Barcelona needed to avoid. Wijnaldum then follows up with the second and the third. Have you ever seen the film Superman with Christopher Reeves? I think it's 1987. Where everything's going normal, the world's spinning, time is ticking, and Superman decides to fly around the world backwards so fast that he stops the world spinning on its axis, and he turns back and reverses time. Now I know it sounds dramatic, but this is exactly how we felt during this game. For just a split second, it felt like a hole in the universe had torn open. That moment was packed with chaos, emotion, explosiveness, precision, doubt, the same way every one of my brushstrokes landed on this canvas. This painting was created to express exactly how I felt during that game, with all of those emotions running through me. Liverpool had no right to win that game and to win that Champions League, and yet we won. We went on to lift the Champions League for the 6th time, the same way we did in Istanbul. We never do anything the easy way. Liverpool's history is littered with these unexplainable phenomena, with what seems like magic, the reversal of a destiny that's set in stone. But why does this resonate with the rest of us? Many of us get stuck in our day-to-day lives, and sometimes we feel trapped. We work jobs that we take just to pay the bills. We constantly hope for a better life. We're always looking for something to show us the path that we should be on. We've got financial pressures, family pressures, societal pressures, rising prices. Moments like this are enough to remind us that things can always be turned around. We just sometimes need to be bold and pay attention. In a world where everyone is distracted, just like Barcelona were in that second leg, there's opportunities for us to capitalise on. We just need to learn to always be ready to take the opportunity or create them ourselves. We can learn from this that everything we ever wanted could just be a split-second decision away. But most of all, we need to learn to always keep an eye out for Divock Origi. This to me is what Bill Shankly was talking about when he said football is a matter of life and death.
You only get out the game what you put into it, Shelley. And I put everything into it I could, and still do. Somebody said the football's a matter of life and death to you. I said, listen, it's more important than that.
This game solidified the belief, not just for Liverpool fans, but for all fans, that anything can change in a single moment. These moments gave me the courage to quit my job and become a full-time artist. And they give a similar hope to many of us, wherever your 3-0 down to Barcelona might be. I was born to create artwork that reminds people that anything is possible. And as long as you continue to watch these videos, then that message will never be lost. Have a boss day.